What's up, people? Joe Winko here, your favorite Hawaiian guy, and here's my next episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, I want to wish everyone watching this a Merry Christmas. I don't have anything going on today at all, so oh well. It doesn't matter, really. I didn't have anything going on last Christmas either. So, I decided to make this episode a Joe Winko talk instead, since that's kind of what I always do nowadays. So I found this on Reddit. It's a very interesting post on Reddit. It was in the Arkansas section of Reddit, and I always post stuff in the Arkansas section of Reddit. They said that in Arkansas, in this city in Arkansas, the police officers are giving out warning bears instead of speeding tickets. Like, if they find someone driving, they'll give you a warning bear to let you off with a warning that you were speeding. And I thought this was pretty interesting. And it was actually on the news, too. So I have it right here, and I'll show it to you guys right now. Let me just get it loaded up. 3, 2, 1, now.
This is what we call at the Conway Police Department a warning bear. You know, a traffic stop can sometimes become kind of monotonous on how we go through that procedure. So for the officer's sake, changing it up without having to give out a ticket and to be able to give a bear, it makes us feel good about our jobs. And for the citizens, anytime they don't leave a traffic stop with a ticket, I'm pretty sure they're happy.
This holiday season, this shelf full of stuffed animals could save you from getting a ticket in Conway. If you commit a minor traffic offense, you could possibly get one of these warning bears instead of a ticket. Officer Michael Johnson says it's a way for the department to spread holiday cheer.
After I give you your warning, you get a teddy bear and we're all good. I made 10 traffic stops and I have 10 bears, and then 10 people got to go home lucky with a teddy bear that day.
You might have gotten out of a ticket this time, but next time you might not be so lucky. The Conway Police Department wants you to use this bear as a reminder to drive safe.
I gave out a Grinch one the other day. You have Mr. Quilt Bear right here. Excuse him for not having eyes, but he's still cute.
Along with the bears, there's elephants, lions, rabbits, and a couple of friendly dogs.
I want
if
one.
You're lucky.
I saw a moose in there earlier, so there's tons of bears in there. We're going strong, and I think we'll probably keep it up till the end of the holiday season.
Oh, did it just go quiet? Alright, right now they're just standing there and talking. So I'll just end it right there, so...
This is...
Yeah. So, that was it. So that's what's going on in Arkansas right now. If you're speeding through Arkansas, the police officer will pull you over and give you a teddy bear. But, like, I wouldn't try that. For the people who live in Arkansas who are watching this video, if any of you guys actually live in Arkansas, that is, I wouldn't go out and try that for, really, because you might not get a bear at all. You might just get a ticket instead. But, I do think that's a very clever idea. But in a way, it kind of is rewarding bad behavior, really. But it is spreading holiday cheer. It's better than giving out tickets. So, I don't know really don't know what to say about this. If they should keep giving out the bears or if they should give out tickets. But honestly, I think the bears are much better. They should just give out the bears instead of the tickets. That's what I should say. Yeah, definitely. And, I think that's really cool and that's really nice. The police officers in Wisconsin are way too stupid to even think of doing something like that. They're all a bunch of assholes, I can tell you that. Living down south, I haven't had any contact with any police officers yet, and I surely hope I never do, because I definitely do not want to. But the cops up in Wisconsin, they were assholes. Like, I never got in trouble with the cops at all, but I remember one time I had this psycho guy who was sending me death threats and said that he was going to come over to my house and murder me. And when I was trying to tell the police about it, they basically... And it was actually a guy I knew, actually. The police were actually getting annoyed with me and said, "Oh, we have much more important things than to worry about that." Okay, so you guys want to wait till after I'm dead to do anything? That's how fucked up the police in Wisconsin are. Don't even get me started with my MySpace horror story either. But if you guys really want to know about that, I'll have the link to that in the pinned comments. Also, I do have a driver's license. I did learn how to drive. I did pass driver's ed. And I do have a driver's license, but I'm too broke for a car, and plus I don't even like driving anyway. I always prefer to be a passenger. I really don't like driving. I haven't drove a car since I was 19 years old, and I'm 22 years old right now, but it's not really something that you would forget. I drove on the freeway before, and I always follow the rules, and people get really mad at me. Like, if the freeway sign says that the speed limit is 60 miles an hour, I'll be going 60 miles per hour, and I'll make sure to stay going 60 miles per hour. And people will drive past me and get mad, but I always drive and I always follow the rules. I never speed, and people always get mad about that. And I never liked driving because it's kind of stressful with my autism and everything. So that's one thing I never have ever gotten before, a speeding ticket, because I don't speed and I don't want to break any rules. Plus, I'm always an extremely cautious driver, a little too cautious. And, because I don't want to get into any accidents at all, because I'm always really cautious and everything. And, when you're driving and you have that fear, like, being cautious, it's not fun at all. Like, I love road trips, but I don't never want to be the driver at all. I always prefer to be a passenger or navigator instead. Like the time I actually went to Arkansas when a stranger from Craigslist took me on a road trip to Arkansas. I'll have to link to that in the pinned comments. He was the one who was driving the whole entire time, but it was his car, so of course he should be the one driving, but I definitely didn't mind. I was sitting in the passenger seat looking at my GPS on my phone the whole entire time. Well, also I was recording videos of myself sitting in the passenger seat looking all depressed and everything. But that was just because it was for my video montage I was doing. That was just acting. I was actually really happy to go to Arkansas. I definitely do think it's a good idea for the police officers of Arkansas to give out the bears instead, like the warning bears. Because it does spread holiday spirit. And if someone gets a warning bear, I'm pretty sure they're not gonna do speeding again because they'll have that bear to remind them. And it's a positive reminder, not a negative reminder. And that always works better. Like, with, what is it called? Getting people to learn stuff, like doing it positively instead of negatively. Like conditioning. I think that's the word I'm looking for. Like, instead of yelling at someone for doing something bad, like congratulating someone for doing something good. Well, they're not really congratulating, but like telling them how to do it right instead, and giving them a positive reminder instead of a negative one. I really think all police officers all over the country, especially the ones in Wisconsin, should really take that advice. Really see that as a learning lesson. But either way, that still wouldn't help the situation that I was in a couple of years ago with the psycho guy who was stalking me. But they did help with that a little bit, and enough to get him to go away, so that was good. But they are complete assholes. I don't like police officers in Wisconsin. They are assholes. I'm glad I'm out of that place for good. And I hope they all have fun freezing their fucking asses off, because they deserve it, while I'm down here in 60-degree weather. Well, yeah. I was at the beach yesterday. I rode my bike there. It was awesome. I never would think of going to the beach on Christmas Eve. And wearing no shirt either. You know how awesome that is? It's the beauty of living down south. So, that's basically it for this episode of Joe Winko Talk. So, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to share your thoughts on this, and what do you think of this? Do you think all the police officers should do this? I think it's an awesome idea, really. At first I thought it was kind of rewarding bad behavior, but I'm pretty sure people aren't going to go out there and go speeding just so they can get a free bear. People aren't that crazy. So, that's basically it. So don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to have a good Christmas, and don't forget to like me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Tumblr, and to send me an item from my Amazon wish list. I would really appreciate that. So yeah, that's basically it. Peace out, people.